welcome to Road 200. We're looking at few questions on quant and looking at how to solve them in the best possible manner. So A, B, C can complete the work in 80 days. A and B working together, so A and B working together take twice as much time as B and C working together. So time taken is 2:1. So work done is 1:2. I mean, efficiency of work done is inversely proportional time. You're taking more time, you'll do less work. Okay. Then 3 more people join and they're given the efficiency. So let's try to look at the assume. So I say, let's say A does one work, B does one work. A and B does one work. So we're taking 1 and 1. So total work done becomes 2 out here. So in this case, total work done will become 4. We know B does one work. So C will have to do 3 work so that B plus C will become 4. Right? If A plus B is 2, assuming 1 and 1 work. So B and C we can take 1 and 3 so that you can become 4 because the ratio of work done is 2:1. You can take any value or try to take simple values to find out. So 3 people join. So D is twice as efficient as B. So D will do 2 work. B is doing 1 work. So D will do 2 work. F is 400% efficiency than C. So that is 3 into 4, 12. 400% means 4 times. So F does 12 work. And E and A does the same work. So E does 1 work. Now when you say A and B and C work, they do total 5 units of work. 1 plus 1 plus 3, 5. If all A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F work, how much we get? A plus B plus C is 5, D is 2, 12, 1, 20. Now work done is 4 times. Remember, work done from 5 it becomes 20. 5 units to 20 units. So work done is 4 times. So the number of days will be 1/4. So 1/4 of 80 will give you 20 days. The work will get complete. 4th option. The work done is 4 times. So here it's easy to assume values and solve. I mean, assuming values is one of the good ways of solving a lot of sums in the exam. If you can assume the right values, you will get the answer quickly. Here we are talking about circle. Whenever there is a circle, the first thing you should try to draw is the radius. So take a radius. That's what it should work. Maybe here radius. Now if I try to figure it out, let's say R. If I draw perpendicular out here, so this whole length is R. So this will be R minus 16. This length will be R minus 16 because the whole length is R minus 16. Same way this whole length is R, so this will be R minus 8. So if you look at right angle triangle, it's R minus 8, R minus 16. So if you look at they are in AP, R minus 8, R minus 16 is AP. So look at triplet which is in AP. You realize 3, 4, 5 is in this one. You can say 5, 4, 3 is in arithmetic progression. Here difference of these is 8. Here difference is 1. To make it 8, you multiply by 8 out here. So it becomes 40, 32, 24. So from that you can make out R will be 40, R minus 8 will be 32, R minus 16 will be 24. So radius is 40. Triplets is a very good way of trying to solve. Again, what we do is, we always whenever there is a circle, you draw radius R. If I draw radius from this point corner to here, you see you get a right angle triangle. With R minus 16 and R minus 8. If this whole radius is R, subtract this 8, R minus 8, same way R minus 16. So you realize that difference is same. So look at triplets. Whenever you are right angle triangle, look at triplets. 3, 4, 5 is a triplet where it's arithmetic progression. So which is to make a difference of 8, you multiply by 8. So you get 24, 32, 40. From that you get R as 40. So here you have male and female. This is similar sum 2 by 2 matrix. Whenever you have two variable, draw 2 by 2 matrix, literate and illiterate. So like sums come in the exam already. So it's become easier. So total number of people is 20,000. You know there is 15,000 males and 5,000 females. Literate population is 60%, that is 12,000. So 8,000 will be illiterate. There's 600 more male illiterates and female. Average is 4,000. So 600 more, this will be plus 300 this will become minus 300. So that means the female illiterate will be 3,700. Total 8,000, difference of 600. So average is 4,000. One will be 300 more than the average, one will be 300 less than the average, 3,700. You can do it by any other way, but this is simpler. So female who are literate will be 5,000 minus 3,700, 1,300. So 1,300 female population out of 5,000. If you solve it, you will get 26% of the female population is literate. 1,300 are literate out of 5,000, which comes to 26%. So whenever there are two variables, you can draw a 2 by 2 matrix and solve it. It becomes a little easier to understand. Average age in class is 12 years. 20 students of at least 24. Look, normally when you have maximum or minimum, that range given at least maximum, take it as value. So you say 20 students, at least 14 years means 14 years. Because we want maximum possible, the value which is more than the average should be as close to average as possible. So let's say 14 years. At most 10 students is 10 students will be below 14 years. So this is less than 14 years. And the average is 12. Right? If you know reverse allocation, this helps. 20 students, 10 students. Your average is 12. This is 14 years. 20 students is 14 years. So when you reverse allocation, you go backwards. So this is 2:1. When you go backward, this becomes 1 and this becomes 2. This 1 stands for 2. Difference of 14 and 12 is 2. So 2 will stand for 4. So 12 minus 4, 8. So this becomes 8 as the answer. Again, reverse allocation sums have come in the exam. You can do it with normal average method, but reverse allocation will be quicker method to solve the exam. You can do simple average, weighted average formula and try to get the answer. That is also possible. So 20 students with 14 years of age, right? 10 students with X years of age upon 20 plus 10 gives you average of 12. To solve this also, you will get the answer of X as 8. So 8 will be the answer. Ajit travels certain distance in 1 hour. So he travels something in 1 hour. Continuing his journey, he covered 75% more distance than he had covered. Okay. He did after covering 75%. That means 75% more distance means he must spend 70% of time, means 45 minutes. 75% more distance means is covered in 75% time, which is 45 minutes. He covered 75% of the total distance. In calculate distance makes sense to draw because you understand better. So in 1 hour 45 minutes or 1 3/4 hour, he travelled 75% of distance. So in 1 hour, how much he travelled? 75% also 3/4. Cross multiply. 1 into 3/4. 1 3/4 is 7 upon 4. If you correct. Right? 1 4 7 upon 4. So he travelled in 1 3/4 hour he travelled 3/4. So in 1 hour he travelled how much? Right? So 1 into 3/4 upon 7 upon 4. 4 gets cancelled, you'll get the answer is 3 upon 7. So he travels 3 upon 7 distance, second option. Cross multiplication is very useful. So 1 3/4 hour he travelled 75%. So 1 hour he travelled how much? You'll get 370. That's the answer. Right. Hope this helps. Thank you.